Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be back again speaking to all of you on another very important topic: how to get ready and succeed and start on the right foot in a new job. Whether it's your first job or it's your experienced person taking on a new role, this video will help you. So keep watching till the end and don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Let's get started. Many people, when they first get a job offer, with a lot of excitement, they crack an interview. They've got their dream job. They promise the world during the interview. They've convinced the interviewer and the company why they are the best candidate. Then they get started. And many times, they just go with the flow and fail. So, what do you have to do to make sure you can start on the right foot, have a clear, solid plan, and climb the ladder faster than anyone else? What I've over the years developed is called a first 100-day plan. I'm sure many of you have heard this, right? Like even politicians share a 100-day report of the successes and what they've achieved. It's something similar where even employees can have their own 100-day plan. The plan is more for you, not for the company. It's more for you to make sure that you are doing the right things to make a strong impression. Of course, when you develop such a plan and share it to the organization, they will be quite surprised and super happy to see this is a different candidate from whatever we've recruited in the past. And that's what I want to share with all of you. Now, how does this 100-day plan work and how do you develop one? First of all, there are good books, something called First 90-Day Plan. There's even First 100-Day Plan books. You can read those books and you can get a lot of inputs. The way I have developed the First 100-Day Plan is reading a couple of these books, and then over my years of experience, I have adapted to what really organizations look for, which can give the impression that this candidate is starting off on the right foot. So you have to first break down the first 100-day plan into 3 parts: 30 days, the next 30 days, the last 40 days. So 3 phases of your 100 days. You even call it 90-day plan, which is 30, 30 and 30. So the first 30 days is where you really want to make a strong first impression. It's like when you're trying to date a person, you want to make the first impression, which is superb. So how do you do that? What is the expectation from companies in the first 30 days from any new employee? The expectation is that you establish credibility of you as a person. What kind of person you are? Are you the person who was amazing in the interview? Are you the same kind of person? Are you showing the behaviors as per the company's culture and values? Are you displaying the behaviors, the attitude, the right kind of values the company has expected from you? That's what you should start targeting, to establish a great credibility and establish strong relationships with the people that you interact. A one-on-one relationship, a relationship where people say, this person is very likable. I want he or she to continue working for us. So by the time you hit probation, they're convinced that you need to be here for the long haul. So make a very simple Excel. Write down on the left-hand side, establishing credibility and forming strong relationships and bonds. How do you establish credibility and form strong relationships? Simple things you can do is one-on-ones with the key people. If you're a manager, then with your downlines and with your peers and your boss. If you're just an employee, with your colleagues and with your boss. And the key people in the organization who can make an assumption about what you are and how you are as a person. Having regular one-on-ones, driving team meetings, having informal chats, lunches, breakfast, coffee time. If it is virtual, then virtual discussions is what you should have as the first thing in your first 100-day plan Excel. You mention the action, you put a target. For example, this month I'm going to do 4 one-on-one meetings, and you put yourself as a responsible. It's like a tracker. The other thing you want is establishing credibility. So when you're having discussions with everyone, you need to make sure that you are giving a unified performance of who you are, which means treating everyone the same way with equal importance to show that you are the right person. So the kind of behavior that you display must also be in your 100-day plan. What kind of behavior you want to display? Read the core values of the company. Try and put your behaviors according to that. Like firm but fair behavior. Assertive and not aggressive. Listening to people more than talking. Some simple behaviors that I've explained. Put this in the Excel and try and measure if you are displaying these behaviors. How do you measure? Is by asking for feedback from people that you're working with. If you are showing these behaviors and if you're on track with how you're supposed to be in the organization's culture. You will have your planned training and induction plans. Make sure you proactively influence and make that these trainings are happening. Follow up with people if they're not giving you time. Nothing wrong. Remember, the company people are extremely busy. They may not always have time to give you. Once you do the first 30 days, move to the next 30 days, which is dealing with the fundamental issues and gaining some quick wins. By the first 30 days, you need to understand what are the key aspects of your role, what are the metrics they're going to measure you against, and make a tracker to track these key KPIs. Make sure that you're working on the lead indicators that give you the belief that you're on the right track to achieve your targets. The company is not going to be just training you for the whole time. They also want to see some performance from you. So try and get some quick wins. Maybe that particular sales order that you can influence and make it happen. Use your connections if you can to make certain quick wins as well. Show that you are a right kind of leader if you're in a leadership role and the right kind of employee if you're in an employee role. These fundamentals will help the company to show you're not just getting trained but bringing value already to the company by getting some quick wins and establishing the foundation very, very strong by dealing with fundamental issues. For example, they may have a serious safety issues or an integrity issue. Deal with that first and show your boss what you're doing. At every end of the phase, keep getting feedback and improve and adjust as per the feedback that you received. And the last 30 to 40 days, prepare a long-term plan. Maybe if it's a leadership role, a long-term strategy. If it's an employee role, also you can develop a long-term strategy as to what you will bring to that role different to anyone else. So prepare a strategic map, show it to the bosses and employees and your colleagues. This is a very quick way I've explained how to prepare a first 100-day plan. This will make a difference to help you succeed and rise up the ranks for a long time. Thank you so much for listening to me. Till I see you next time, stay fit, stay positive, keep chasing obscene success. Thank you.